Yo, what it do? Welcome to another exciting adventure here with Moonboys Radio, where we're gonna give you that alpha you didn't know you needed about possible 10x, scratch that, 100x, scratch that, Moon X opportunities.
Keep in mind, the NFT space is very speculative and highly risky. Anything we talk about here is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors, so make sure to do your own research.
Alright guys, welcome to Moonboys Radio. We're going to be talking about top NFTs on MagicEden, the drops that are going to be coming here soon, and the popular collections today. You guys got any plays that you're looking at right now? Walk of Fame, Vital?
Oh, 100%. I thought Vito was gonna talk there. My bad.
Oh, my bad.
Looking at the popular collections, I noticed you made a call for this Mecha Gods in the Discord at like point two, and then you mentioned like an exit of 0.3. I think with these Druid plays, it could be a little sketchy to get into, but there's definitely money that can be made as long as you're in and out and not trying to hold for long term and just get caught holding the bag. But in these markets, these kind of plays kind of thrive for the quick bucks. But again, you just kind of watch your back because you can get screwed and the project can go to zero real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Like, these are the type of plays that I've just like to get in once I see that it's very low. I like to look at the analytics first to see if it's like bouncing back and forth or if it's just doing a straight drop.
Right. See like the activity, see if people are actually buying at a like constant rate. That's always another good sign that like, oh shit, I could probably, oh, excuse my language, but you could probably get in there and make a quick like flip because you can see it like.
Yeah,
Even
there's
like
still
if
a
you
lot
move
of activity in on it as well.
if yeah.
Oh. It looks like it bottomed out to like 0.2. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like people are buying right now.
Yeah,
So
like you could.
I think they'll get their 0.3 exit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in the Moonboys Radio Discord, you would have caught the bottom with Windows here, so that's always
Yeah,
nice.
so make sure to follow the Discord. Look at the chats, the channels for different plays that we make.
Well, what other plays are you guys watching?
For me, I've just been looking at pretty much those degen plays like Mecha Gods. I haven't seen anything else that's caught my interest that's like really low price, but like looks like it's being traded a lot.
There's Solana Lucky 7 right there. It's a 777 supply. Mint price is a little high.
The minting at
0.77.
0.77.
Which
That's a
one?
little high, but I mean for such a low supply.
Yeah. You can use Dust, Soul, Forge, and Puff to play. And it looks like it's a rock, paper, scissor kind of game.
Okay.
And they're partnered with Solana.
Which game?
And they offer Nexi tools. Solana Lucky 7s.
I think you gotta scroll down a little bit on that drops.
It mints today in like 30 minutes.
And it's like the 3.
And you said it
That
was
one, yeah.
0.7. Oh yeah, mint price is 0.777.
Lucky number 7s. Yeah, no, I
There's
mean
a lot of plays like that where it'll be like supply of like 777. I actually got rugged on one of them though.
yeah.
So I think, I don't know, in my opinion, like these kind of plays are like the ones where it's like a little higher risk. Like, I mean, if you had the soul to like, get in on these plays, like, I mean, why not? Could be a potential flip.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's also minting today at 12:15 is Aliens Trippin' High.
Is it on the drop calendar?
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter talk about it because like it's Aliens Trippin' High, so people are saying it's like ATH for all-time high, and like the art's also PFP, and I think it's also a pretty credible team. Have you guys seen this project yet?
I have
No, I
not.
have not. Looks interesting. They have a
Yeah.
website, Twitter. What's their Twitter?
Their Twitter's
Yeah, it looks like they got a pretty good following, 97K.
engagement's pretty decent on it actually. But I think the mint price, I threw it into the Discord as well already earlier today. I think mint was like 2 Solana or something high.
Yeah, it says public is 2.75.
And then also today there's that Pixel Giraffes as well. That's like a 555 supply only. And it's only going for 0.049 mint price.
Which one?
Pixel Giraffes.
Pixel Giraffe.
It's on a drop calendar, yeah. The art's like pure derivative.
Or did I pass it?
It's on the first page.
Is it? Oh, Pixel Giraffes. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I missed it. You said this one's a potential play?
Well, it's like a Deegan, like complete, so like low cap supply, cheap mint price. Like you could literally buy it and it might not go anywhere because there's not enough eyes to buy and pump it. But I feel like that's like the current market condition, even though there's like a couple more expensive projects that like popped off lately.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a little random. I just noticed you said it twice now. Do you call it Deegan place?
Yeah.
I always thought it was Degen, like
Yeah,
degenerate
I call
place.
it Degen, just because like I hear everyone calling it Degen.
Yeah, like for the like the degenerates.
I don't know. That's what I hear people call it.
It was catching me off guard. I was like Deegan. I was like,
Yeah, I
who
was
the
just
heck
like,
is
is it a Deegan
Deegan?
or is it Degen?
It's just my accent, man. I'm just
Yeah.
so I have an accent.
I was actually looking at. I wasn't talking because I was actually looking into that Solana Lucky 7, and their Discord is actually kind of weird. Like, there's not like a general chat or anything that I can see in here that shows me that people are like engaging. I mean, a lot of like their announcements, they're getting maybe like under 50 reactions. So like a 707 like supply. It's like makes me a little worried but I guess that you could buy a lot. I guess so. Like they have the OG mints like per wallet is 2, the whitelist is 3, and then public is probably like buy as many as you want. So I guess it's just something to be a little skeptical about.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
I'm not really
I've
seeing
seen
a
they
whole
don't have,
lot of
like, a huge
interaction.
following either on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not seeing like a lot of interaction going. Well, like I can't find it anywhere to actually talk on here. I don't know if it's just like the way they have their Discord set up or what, but I mean, again, it hits kind of the current market of low supply, low mint price, like gambling. So I mean, it hits a lot of things. It's just like the community. I don't know. That's like for me one of the biggest things I look at, and I don't really see much going on there. So I'm probably gonna stay out of this play. I think it looks like it mints in like 4 hours.
Which one?
This Solana Lucky 7.
Yeah, definitely gonna stay out of that one personally.
But there's potential there still. You never know. If people are able to buy it out at such a low supply and low mint price, that can maybe 2x from mint price. So I mean, it's something to keep an eye. It could be more like a learning experience. Again, we're not financial advisors here. We're just 3 goons trying to learn the market together. Is all for educational purposes. So I think another play that if you look at the upcoming drops, that kind of a segment we want to really get into is like potential rugs or potential plays that we for sure see a lot of red flags. Is that Eagles play? I don't know, so Windows, if you want to pull that up.
Hang on a second, guys. One thing. I swear, Walk of Fame called Jelly Rascals at 8, right? 8 Solana. Didn't you?
I think it was 8 something, yeah.
Yeah, it's at 38 now.
No way.
Wait,
Yeah, so
actually?
so if you like money, join the Moonboys Discord, because you called that at 8, dude. And it's at 38 right now. Pull it up. Sorry to cut you off, man.
No, you're fine, dude. I didn't even realize that.
I
Holy
just
crap.
saw it, and I was like, Jelly Rascals, yeah. I just saw it.
Holy
let's,
crap!
let's look at this.
And I was just like,
Dang.
yeah, I was like, I swear, Walk, called this.
Yeah, dude. Remember?
It's
Because
been
I was
having a
like,
lot of pumps too. It will go like right here
dang.
10, and then it pumped up to 13, and it just kept pumping itself up.
What a play to get into.
Yeah, man.
That's
That's crazy, bro. You're blessing people with like free money every
a
day.
free 4x if you follow MoonX Radios. That's that big money.
Yeah, only 25 listen now, dang. Out of 6,700.
That's insane. Congrats to everyone who got into the play.
The art's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. I think,
Colors.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that it actually jumped up to that high. Too
I
bad they
wonder
don't
what
have the Solana for it, but
its all-time like highest buy
yeah. So
was.
like you called it at like
Bro,
this point.
it was like 2 weeks ago.
yeah. So,
That's kind of crazy.
someone paid like 199 Solana for Super Saiyan Goku one of it.
Yeah, because I was telling you guys, remember that we can like, you could stake and earn jelly, and then you could buy like video games from your jelly. Like right now they have Grand Theft Auto 5 for a price of 7 jelly. So it's like, and they got
Yeah.
the jelly auctions. They got, it looks like they got a gelato thing going on here where you could enter into a price and possibly earn yourself a D-God.
Mm.
So, yeah, they got a lot of cool utility and cool artwork. So,
No, but that's what I was like, kind of like, because like I obviously want to start an NFT project down the road and stuff, you know.
yeah.
And that's kind of like what I was like, kind of targeting at, where like you get people to stake, they earn a token, but instead of just like buying whitelists and stuff that like might not give them a return on investment, using like royalties that you earn through secondary and also like from the mint, um, to buy real world things such as like Grand Theft Auto 5, AirPods, like things like
Yeah.
that, where they can cash in their tokens for those items, because then it's like it gives those tokens value and also like helps sustain the tokenization, because it's like, why would they cash it out for USD, ETH, Solana, or whatever, you know, when they can just buy like a cooler thing that they might need or want for their everyday life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though that they have like that that tokenomics going for them for their NFT.
Yeah, for sure. They offer good utility. So, cool play. There'll be more out there. You know, that's why we gotta keep staying active inside the Discord and
Yeah, you call it Vandal too.
yeah, Vandal City. Well, I thought it was Vandal City, but yeah, it's Vandal. It's like,
Speaking of your plays though, uh, so you had a video posted about Solana Hills.
yeah, I don't know where
Real
they're
brief.
sitting at. I think when we initially called in our video, we called it at 0.84 Solana. We think, you know, it's probably a safe 2x from that
Where's it
point.
at right now? Yeah, pull it up. XP.
Let's see what Solana Hills looking like. So solid 1 Solana. What's the total listings? Because I feel like it was at like 330. Yeah,
299
see,
right now.
so it was like above 10%. Now it came back down to 10%. So I feel like, you know, we're in that sweet spot where it's like the low listing amount is going to drive a higher mint price or a floor price. So yeah, I think this more has potential to be another dub for Moonboys. So I'm excited about this play. You know, I kept loading up a little bit more because I'm a long term holder on this item.
Yeah, and they're testing their game, right? So, I mean, once we get positive news that testing that play to earn has been good and effective, I'm sure the price is going to pump because we're getting closer to the finish line.
Yeah, I agree, especially how they implemented Frank the God into the game. So I think a lot of people are going to have a kick time, you know, trying to play as Frank the God in the game. So we're seeing how the testing going. They've been testing for about like a week now, I think. So it's kind of cool that they even got to that stage, and you know, it's exciting.
Yeah, definitely excited since I loaded up on a few of them as well.
Dang, I feel left out. I got 2 only.
Gotta eat those plays up, man. The Discord.
I can't, man. I can't be a sniper like both of you guys.
Yeah, Vandal's interesting though, because
Vandal City.
yeah, so like we have a spot in our Discord, a Discord where it's like we get alpha from different channels, and we like to share those with our Discord as much as we can. And it's interesting because the play was when it was at about 3.4 Solana. It was we're looking to get in between 2.8 and 3.2, and then look to sell like a 1.5x at minimum. And then this play from there literally 4x because they got to like what 12 Solana if you look at the
Yeah,
analytics.
peaked
So
at
it's like
12.
you literally could have 4x from our play. So exciting stuff. That's why we got the Discord. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
Sir. Yeah, definitely a huge pump from 3 Solana. How long ago did you call this again? For this one?
Families. I mean, I think that was like a week ago or something. Let me see.
Week ago? And its floor price was at 3?
Let me look. I put it in here. Yeah, it was like a couple weeks ago. I can't find it. See my flipping rabbits.
Yeah, that's a good call though. Yeah. Definitely mooned right there. Mooned right there is like at 7
just
still,
what
so
we
you're
do.
just still in a pretty good profit. If you like held the bag and whatnot right now.
What other projects should we look at today?
Yeah, what
What
other
else?
ones you guys looking at?
Well, I actually wanted to cover that Eagles play real
Oh
quick.
yeah,
So like,
the Eagles.
so
Sorry
we
about
can.
that.
No, you're good. It's so we can alert. Like, just go into the upcoming calendar, the upcoming drops, because
Eagles?
like, yeah, just because so we can like show people like some of the red flags that we see with this project, so you can like first. I mean, I guess what caught a lot of people's eyes was like you could see they got a lot of upvotes, but you click on their Twitter, account suspended. That's like first red flag that shows like okay, potential rug here.
Definitely.
You go to the website. It's like there's not a lot of information on here. It looks kind of choppy. Um, I don't know why. It seems like Eagle plays never work out on Solana. I don't get it why, but um, this definitely doesn't help the Eagle community.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
definitely one
seems like a
that
huge red flag.
this would be definitely one that we'd put on our red flag list. So like look out if you're even thinking about getting into this play. Like more likely you shouldn't, but again, it's just our opinion, not
Definitely not
financial advice.
financial advice.
but
Not financial
but
advice. You guys can do your own research, and if you guys think it's a good play, then by all means get the
yeah,
play. But we think personally that it's a red flag.
yeah, for sure.
Alright, what other ones you guys looking at? I think we covered a lot of the red flags right now for the Elite Eagles.
Yeah,
Walk on.
What's that?
what'd you say, Fido?
Yeah, it just cut out.
He could get attacked.
He's getting DDoS right now for talking.
Yeah.
I mean, talking poop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he DC'd or something. Internet issues. But I guess we can look at the popular collection, see any that like you've been looking at.
Yeah. I mean,
Wait, is my internet down right now?
no, I don't know. I can
Oh.
kind of hear you sometimes, but then you like.
Yeah, like you
Weird. Was I
keep cutting
cutting
off.
out?
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like you're back now, though.
Yeah, you sound good now.
You were saying something about me.
Hello?
You
Huh,
still
am I
there?
cutting out again?
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps sounding like you're cutting out.
Weird. in on the conversation. Oh, let me check this out.
Yeah, but while you're checking that out, probably not in the type of meta to get into like these gambling ones, because I've been looking at them. So this is just a random one that I looked at. Founders Flip. They have like a lot of um NFTs dropping that are like flip coins or like blackjack or pretty much like all casino games, and like a lot of them just ended up being rug pulls. So like um probably not in the gambling meta anymore in my opinion, cuz like I think the ones that were actually legitimate like already like pretty much topped out, cuz like you see here this one like went from like let me let me shorten the time frame. Again, this isn't financial advice. If you want to do your own research on this, but looks like it was at 1.5, went up a little bit, and then it just dropped to 0.6 and lower. Yeah, I think it bottomed out at like 0.6. So like that's a huge lost bag right there if like you ended up getting in this play. Could potentially pump up if it's legitimate, but I mean, in my opinion, gambling is probably not a good idea to get in on anymore for NFTs. Do you guys have any input on that as well, or?
I mean, I feel like gambling is probably still the meta, but I feel like it's starting to kind of the community, the gambling community is getting kind of crowded because there's so many gambling coins coming out that if you want to get into some kind of gambling project, you should really look for like a play that seems unique or they're trying to do something different rather than just like a quick coin flip, where you bet a certain amount of Solana and they flip, and then, or like the rock paper scissors, like something more unique. There's, so I'd look for something more unique if you consider getting into like one of the gambling coins available now or potential coming out.
Yep. Yeah, that's
But
that's why in like my opinion, I feel like the gambling meta is kind of like coming to its end. Mainly
yeah,
because of
yeah,
like there's so many that like I mean a lot of them are just turning out to be rug pulls, so people are definitely going to be discouraged with getting in on that.
yeah,
At least for me, because like I got rug pulled like a couple times with a couple of them. Like one of them like went from point 0.2 to 1, so it was like okay, like I'm gonna get in on another one, and then like I just got rug pulled with it with another one. So like gotta be careful with these now, in my opinion. And like
yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
that's why it's like coming to an end, because a lot of people are just taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and I think like a project that comes to mind that's semi-unique instead of like kind of necessarily gambling. It's more like you can still use this like coin as like for real world like worth, and that's like the founders coin, and that's like it's coming off of OK Bears, where
Founders
you can
coin.
literally
Oh,
you know yeah, you can literally get gold from these coins. Like you can trade in for gold, and once you use your coin, they like burn the coin, so like the supply shrinks a little bit. So this is an interesting play. I think like it looks like it's kind of bottom up. You look at the analytics and just look at the chart, the daily charts.
yep.
Like it kind of looked like it bottom out. So it might be an interesting play to get into. I've been holding, since the beginning because I felt like it could pump, being like a coin, that's inside the OK Bear family tree. So I think, you know, I think there's some positive growth from here. So we'll see. Um, I'm not. These kind of coins are very new to me, so I'm not sure how far this can go, how far it can scale. But for me, it's like I want to get in and then at least like learn from it and just see like from like an educational standpoint, where could this go? Like some key learnings that we can use in the future.
Yeah, for sure. It kind of looks like it did have a lot of support here at like the 3.5 Solana
Yeah,
ish. Yeah, so I think it has a lot of room for like growth still, if this bottomed out, in my opinion. Especially it looks like it's starting to make a little bit of a climb since then. Like it kind of bounced off and like pumped up a little bit. It's at
Yeah.
4.3. So I
Yeah,
guess
it looks
only
like
time
that's
will
like
tell.
yeah, it looks like that's kind of like I don't know. It's meeting some resistance right now, but if it could break through, I feel like it's gonna at least climb past 5.
Yeah.
But we'll see if it can get past this resistance.
Do you guys know when the cash-in date for the coin is? Because like maybe a good entry would be like close to that window.
I think it says I think it was late August, if I remember.
Oh, so
Right.
pretty
It's not
soon. So
it's on their website. They have FAQs that you can look at for
On
their
their website.
coins.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's pull
Yeah.
their website up then.
You got it. You have to look it up.
Yep.
Oh, you got it. If you go to coins, they got like a FAQ section where you kind of
Where would that be on the? Oh, here it is.
at the way bottom. FAQs like
Yep.
can I redeem my gold? It looks like so redemption will be available in Q4 2022. So I mean, I imagine they're following like a traditional calendar year, so sometime before December or before January. So,
And you
Makes
said you're
sense.
holding one of these.
yeah, that's correct. I think it was a little. I think it was kind of a good learning situation for me because I got in because I saw the listings were at like 300 and there's like a 10,000 supply. So I was like, oh man, like people are holding these coins like real strong. But what I didn't realize, and now that I know, that they're phasing in these coins as fast as they can. So not every holder got their coin just yet. And I think every holder now has it. So that's why I think we found a good support. And like the listings are kind of staying relatively like consistently around the high 600s. But yeah, like when I got in, I was thinking, the listings were way lower than what they actually were, and it's just because a lot of the holders haven't received their coins yet. But I think we found a pretty good support. I think Vital, you're holding too as well, right? Are you there, Vital?
Maybe he cut off again.
Um,
So what's your price prediction for this then?
well, I think this one feels like a 1.5x from here, but again, this coin's a little unique, and maybe
Correct. My financial advisor actually put me on.
It just cuts off.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
Did you stop too?
no, you're just getting cut off. Like over here, you're not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Yeah, but I'm thinking it's closer to like a 1.5x, like minimum. Like as long as like I think personally, I feel like it's gonna go way higher than that, and that's only because when you're able to actually redeem it, the supply is gonna go down considerably. And once people say like, "Oh man, you can actually, redeem this for real life value," I feel like people are gonna get excited for that. So hopefully it pumps up a little bit. But again, I got in this because I want to keep track of it, keep tabs of it, and make sure I can learn from this experience. Because if a project has to do something similar in the future, I can like kind of base it off of the situation.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes sense.
Looks like it has potential to Moonex. So I guess like, what are your guys' personal strategy that you guys look at for like this current like bear market?
Um, I, I'm on both like Solana and Ethereum. You guys can hear me pretty well right now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I play both sides with that, but mainly like Deegan Plays is where all the money is being made right now. Everyone's just trying to get in and get out, and then basically park their capital into any credible potential blue chip project that is actually building. And then also a good strategy I feel like is like finding projects such as like Solana Hill that has been in the game for several months that's like implementing something that's in the later stage of their roadmap that shows that they're building. And when they're getting close to completion, I think that's where a pump will happen. So like buying in like right now in that project is one. Like obviously Jelly Rascals would have been one too, where they were like, I'm assuming their staking just went live and that marketplace just went live. So when they were getting those tokens and stuff, that kind of showed like they were building as well, and that popped off. So I feel like plays like those kind of plays are what I'm like kind of focused on at the moment. How
Yeah.
about you, Watt?
Personally, I like the products that have been around and are like still like not completely crashing from this bear market. Because I feel like they pretty much have a strong project that they're not at zero right now. So it makes me feel like more of a strong believer in the long run that they're gonna like survive and thrive. Two projects that come in mind when I think of that is one is Bohemia, two is Tombstone High Society, and actually I kind of like the Stonefrogs. I like the community; they're still pretty strong, and they've been kind of flirting around this 1.7 floor price for a while now, and I feel like they got a lot more growth from there.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I
So
think
you like the long-term holds?
yeah, mid to long term hold. Just because I feel like once we get to a not so bearish market, that these are just gonna thrive.
Yeah, for sure. That makes
Because it's a
sense.
strong project. Yeah, they're literally just getting affected from the market, and there's a lot of like FUD in the market saying, you know, and it doesn't help that there's a lot of like rugging going on right now, and it just kind of depletes like the purpose of this like community, and that's why I think we all feel the same way. We've all been rugged before, and we all really want to like help people make this community more like I don't know respectable, because I feel like we're kind of all like looking at the beginning of something that could be like special. So I think it's I don't want to say it's up to us, but like it's we got like a possible way of protecting people from like potential rugs. So that's why we're gonna try our best to like point out the red flags, like that Eagles play where it's like try to stay out because you're more likely you're gonna get rugged. So
Yeah.
again, maybe it takes off, who knows? But at least we pointed out the red flags, and because we've seen some rugs in the past, we experienced some of those. So
Yeah,
um,
for sure.
yeah, I feel like I'm just going off on a tangent.
Yeah, but like, I mean, for sure, like, definitely watch for these red flags though, 'cause huge red flag with an account being suspended on their Twitter and not much information on the website, you know. Like, definitely want to look out for things like that, and saying that like none of like seven have been sold. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
like yeah, it sounds like the holders got or the creators got a few like entities themselves, but I think like what's important is like we're not willing to like we're willing to like bash these possible red flags, but if these projects like feel like we're doing them dirty, like they could definitely come at us and tell us why they feel like it's unjustified, and if we're totally in the wrong, we admit that. So
Yeah.
we actually welcome that. We'd welcome like projects reaching out to us saying like, hey, I know these look a little sketchy, but it just happened. We posted something on Twitter that wasn't like acceptable based on Elon Musk's new terms. So like, um, that's why our account's suspended. Is we're like actually truly building and stuff like that. So like we would hope someone prove us wrong, but we just want to point out those red flags
Right,
and
definitely, because
such out.
we're always trying to learn in this NFT space to like see what kind of plays that we could make for all of us to like win some Solana, make a little bit of money, and you know, just overall just make some wins.
Exactly,
No, I
for
feel
sure.
that.
Yeah, so personally for me, like I like those degen plays for right now because it does look like a lot of trading's been going on there. Personally, like I like to get into plays when I see that it's moving around a lot and people are buying in a lot. Um,
Hmm.
like, so I'm just gonna give an example of one that I have personally got into, like Senshi Degens. I got into this like about a week ago, I believe, and when I look at um, I got into this like at 0.10, I believe, and then it like kind of pumped up. I think I got in right here actually, if I look at the analytics. So got in like at around this price, and I sold right here, and it's been trading a lot. I think the trading's kind of died down right now though, so I
How'd
definitely
you
got out
find
of this
it?
trade.
How'd you find it?
I was just looking through popular collections, and um, under popular collections, like you can see all the activity.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like I just like to look at this, especially if it's like pretty cheap. Like for example, like if I would look at something like this, right, kind of cheap, look at it, see if there's any activity, if like it's being bought a lot or it's being listed a lot. Now I'll look at the analytics.
It kind of reminds me of SpongeBob, the jerk arms.
Yeah, and like I would just kind of like see. Sorry about that. Um,
What happened?
uh, just talking real quick.
Uh,
Oh, I thought it was my internet. I was like, no.
you guys.
I feel like Realized Rhapsody is like a good play too right now.
Yeah, that's one play that like you called out that actually feels pretty cool. Like utility wise, like I feel like that's a play that you called out that's like not a degen. I feel like it actually has potential. 'Cause
Yeah.
Wait, what play?
it has like the
Realized
realize
Rhapsody.
because it has like a platform, right? That the user that you can use to help you analyze plays.
Yeah,
that-
but I don't think like the full thing is out completely yet. So like I kind of think like if anyone wanted to buy now, the floor price is at like 0.2, and like when the full platform comes out, I'll probably more than likely like pump pretty high because like the floor is super thin all the way up to like 0.4. There's only like 4 listed, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I definitely have a few of these when like it was first minting. I think it
Mm-hmm.
minted out at like 1 Solana.
Are you guys still looking at Suteki?
Suteki. I'm a holder.
Same.
Suteki. I think it's the listings being on 10%. The price seems to have it's consolidating. It seems to my eyes. So I feel like there's some potential here. I feel like it's kind of there's like a small relief play from the last 2 days. So maybe I mean, if you're not gonna hold for like mid to long term, and you're looking for a quick flip, I think it's like a relief. It's like relief bouncing right now, and I think it's gonna drop down a little bit, and then I'll dive into this project.
Which
But
project again? Sorry.
Suteki, because right now Suteki kind of looks like it's like doing like a relief bounce, and I feel like if you try to make a quick short term flip, I'd probably wait until it dips a tiny bit, and then I'll just add in. But again, not financial advice. I mean, if you're holding for the mid to long term, like I feel like regardless where you get in, it should be a relatively good play.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like it's starting to make a little bit of a comeback too. I mean, it looks like it might drop down a little bit, but like, I guess only time will tell to see if it's gonna have like a lot of support.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the Stonefrogs? I actually really like that play. The listings is like considerably low. It's
I like it too. I'm a holder.
Is it
it's at
those stone
6%.
frogs or trippy stone frogs?
The Stonefrogs. It's at 6% listed. The artwork is unique. It's fun stuff. I think I don't know if we can say exactly what industry they're in without getting flagged, but the whole 420 industry. So I think it's kind of fun stuff. The artwork looks pretty cool. they got a lot of they got like a poker site set up. They got a lot of utilities outside that. It's I think the floor for me doesn't seem too thick to at least get to 2.5 Solana. But I think it's there's room to grow from there.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it kind of had like a pump earlier on this week. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it
feel like
kind
an
of looks like
entry
it's got
now.
support.
I feel like an entry now would be even good because
Yeah,
I feel like the floor is out. Not the floor. The support's at like 1.5 ish area. Every time it hits 1.44, it just gets eaten up. I think it's like oversold. I think we can, if you are able to get multiple, I would like sell one around like 2.3 and then risk the other one longer.
Yeah, I think it's a good strategy.
yeah,
Not
because it
initial
definitely
advice.
looks like it's getting a lot of support at the 1.4 range. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Can come back to that another time to see like if it comes to what you guys have said about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so the Stonefrogs, something to
I'll
watch.
throw that into the Discord.
Yep. All right. Any other plays that you guys were looking at?
Not at the moment. I was actually trying to research more on like OK Bears and just D gods and stuff, seeing what they're doing. Because like if we think like the Solana industry is gonna make it, there's gonna be obviously like that banger NFT kind of like over on East where there's Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunk and all that. So I'm super curious on what it's gonna be for the Solana ecosystem because there's obviously Solana maxis. Uh, it seems like D gods is obviously number one right now, but I'm curious what OK Bears is going to do because that's kind of like the closest PFP similar to BAYC.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Fame?
I mean, and those are great points because I feel like the Ethereum have like a similar bear market, and then Boy Yacht Club like thrived like no other when the market finally recovered.
Yeah, well, during that time, the market wasn't even like it didn't really exist. There wasn't that much people in there, so it wasn't really like even a bear market, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, once mass adoption came, like a lot more people entered. Obviously, we're not at mass adoption yet. Bored Ape Yacht Club just like took off, and like their second collection that they dropped, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, that one like I think was trending for 3 Ethereum, and now it's trading at 17, but all time high was like 40 something Ethereum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also like just owning BAYC, you got free ape coin, you got the mutants for free, I think, and the Kennel Club, and also the other side land. So like you'd walk away with a bag if you had it.
Yeah, so you got a lot of experience with Ethereum. Like, what necessarily brought you to the Solana like blockchain?
Um, I feel like there always has to be like a second competitor in the world, just kind of like how there's Pepsi and there's Coca Cola, you know. And Solana, obviously, their blockchain's like super fast. It's super cheap, and compared to all the other NFT ecosystems out there, like I don't know if you guys heard, there's Tezos, BNB, like Binance, and Cardano, Polygon, and stuff like that. And I feel like there's just not that much action over there, even though on Tezos, there's a lot more art projects. But I like how Solana's fees are non-existent, transactions are fast. The only thing I don't like is that how people trade on there. It's a lot faster than it is in Ethereum, and I feel like project revivals are a lot harder on Solana. I feel like people are just kind of like, okay, if it doesn't moon, it crashes and then it just dies, even if the project's trying to build. Because a lot of people that are in this ecosystem, in my opinion, are a lot younger, and a lot of people that do come into Solana first generally come in here to build that bag to go to ETH, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, for me personally, that's pretty much what I've been doing because Solana to me is like affordable. $40 per Solana, and I can, pretty much flip a one Solana into like potentially like 10 to 100. So
Yeah. And like overall, something I've also noticed is like cross-chain NFTs. I don't know if you guys like seen those yet, where you can buy it on any chain, or like a project will allow you to mint either on Ethereum or Solana. So I think like that might be something that becomes more popular down the road as well. But we also gotta wait till the Ethereum merge to see if gas fees are a lot cheaper, transactions are faster, to see how like Solana and its competitors are gonna do. But also like layer two coins such as Polygon and stuff like that. Because I feel, regardless, I feel like Ethereum's always going to be top dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
no, that
agree
makes
because I
sense.
think that's like one that's been around since like pretty much the beginning of crypto. So
Agreed. How about you, Wakafane? Like, what do you think about Solana? Like,
Well,
mhm.
I actually have a similar like opinion to like Windows, where I enjoy that. I feel like there's more learning opportunity if you don't have like a big bag to start with, because I feel like Ethereum is so costly. Like you can't learn as much if you don't have a large bag, because you can only get into so many plays. Whereas in Solana, you can get into so many plays, learn a lot, and it's fun. There's a great community here, so that's what attracts me the most to Solana.
Yeah. How about you, Windows? What's your like take on Solana and your favorite aspects of it so far on your trading journey? Because we
uh
know you've been like sniping like crazy, flipping like crazy, and just
yeah,
eating that
I feel
bag.
like with Solana, like I don't know anything about Ethereum because I can't afford Ethereum because one Ethereum is worth like what 1.5 grand right now or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So like
but I feel like you're the first person that I've ever met that had to open up a second Phantom wallet just because you got too much Solana in one wallet.
yeah. No, but
So,
in my opinion, like I feel like with how this works because like I mean with my experience from like moving crypto back and forth from like different wallets or exchanges and stuff, like I noticed that Solana tends to be the fastest one. So I guess that's like something that helps me trade in like the NFT space. I'm not sure if like that's like just because of like the Solana network itself or like the website, but like either way that definitely helps with like getting into these like plays that are definitely moving in and out like plays like that, you know. Helps me
mhm.
flip a little bit, little by little. Like they're not huge gains by any means. They're not like hitting 10x levels. Like I mean only one, but that was just like one random instance where I just so happened to get in before like people FOMO'd in and then sold off on it, you know.
Girl, don't be so humble.
I'll say,
Don't be
be
so
humble.
humble.
Well, I mean,
You,
I just like to make those like small plays. I don't like what at least like in this
I
current
mean,
meta from what it looks like the
if
cheap
everyone
plays.
checked the win columns, we know you live there, man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it's like another thing is like you have to like find the meta, and if you
Yeah.
can find it before everyone else does, like you're gonna have a lot of wins. So like I think eventually, we gotta like but I think you kind of cut off me and by our Windows. We're talking about how we feel like the gambling meta is getting kind of crowded. So we feel like it's possibly coming to an end. So like we need to figure out like what the next meta is going to be and attack that. And we can make our plays from there. I think unless you can find like a gambling item that is like do something super unique.
No, I absolutely agree with you. Like, I feel like meta always like shift, and that's something that happens over on Ethereum as well. So I think like if you're able to get ahead of the curve and see where everybody's moving their money, especially smart money, then you're gonna make the big bags. Like, I think it'll be interesting once we start streaming a lot more regularly, and we can do like a 10 Solana flip challenge or something, and
Yeah.
like show the audience what we're looking at, how we're flipping, and stuff like that, so everyone can kind of learn what we're looking for.
And imagine if we would have got the jelly rods, we would have been like a third of the way there to 100 off just one play.
Yeah, man. I guess you just gotta live in Moonboys Discord.
Heck yeah. So I think we covered quite a bit in the stream. So appreciate the good talks. I don't know if Windows, if you want to send us off.
Yeah, I think this is probably a good time to wrap it up. So,
Make sure to like, follow, subscribe.
yep, and everything that we said isn't financial advice, strictly educational purposes only, and entertainment purposes. So, please do your own research before getting into these projects.
Sure. All right, guys. Till next time.
Yep.
Peace.